All right. So, Kyle, I went to a Crash Team Racing preview event, and I have no experience with Crash Team Racing. I have very little experience with Crash as a whole. But you're a big Crash fan, a big fan of the old game.
Yep.
And you recommended that I download the old game before I go play this.
Yep, it's on PS3. You can go get it.
Yeah. It was only like $6 too.
Yeah.
And that was a super good idea. Like really just get in there, get a feel for like how some of the mechanics are different. But before we even get into this new remake, I was already impressed with this game.
Yeah.
Just by playing the old game. Like this game feels really good. The adventure mode is cool. I played through like the first like set of races and the first boss.
So you played a boss. Yeah, cool.
So and did that. I mean the boss was kind of annoying. You just had like unlimited like TNT boxes.
That's what most of them are.
Yeah, but
still unlimited nitro or something like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. And going to this preview event, unfortunately, in some ways it gave me less of an impression of the game than playing the old game because it was just like 3 tracks and like
no adventure mode.
No adventure mode at all.
Sure.
But like I told the guys there, it's just it works on both sides of the coin because number one, I don't feel like this feels like a 20-year-old game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's gorgeous. It's got really great audio design. It's got a lot of cool stuff going on in the background. All the characters are just really well fleshed out with a lot of fur going on and little tiny animations and funny looking things going. And then at the same time, having just come from like 2 nights before playing the PS1 game, it feels like it controls the same.
Cool.
It feels like you pick that thing up and the same learning curve is there with some of the power slides and stuff, but it feels right. It feels like they got the mechanics and everything there right. So I did 3 tracks. The kind of quick, easy one was Crash Cove.
Nice. The pirate ship one.
Yeah.
And I think there's like a ramp in there too. There's like, you hit a ramp?
Yeah, I think there's like a boardwalk that you kind of drive over at one point. And then there's Dingo Canyon, which is a little bit more complicated. There's some armadillos crossing the road that can hit you, and some more extreme jumps that you can miss if you don't time them right. And then the last one was Polar Pass, which has a lot more, like there's some like figure 8 kind of sections where you've like got to weave your way through those tracks, and then some hops over some like water. And then seals, kind of similar to the armadillos. So it's probably the most like tricky, annoying parts is those little guys running around trying to hit your cart.
From what I could tell, the Dingo one, it looks like they just filled in the map. Where there weren't things there before, it seems like they just put details in. And some of them it looked like a Crash 3 reference, you know, like they put in those gas stations and things from the motorcycle levels. So it looks cool that they actually care to fill things in, to put things on top of where there wasn't before.
Yeah, because I think it really does a lot to like speak to just the life of, you know, these worlds and these stages. What's impressive to me too is just how a lot of these things work. So with your power slide, it can be a little tricky to learn because if you kind of power slide at the wrong time, like you can turn opposite the way that you think you're going to turn.
Yeah.
I think I had less issue with that in the remake. They might have tweaked it a little bit than I did with the PS1, but I also don't know like how much that was me. Just I'd already gotten used to that mechanic.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is that they have kind of this like power gauge that kind of revs up, and so it goes from green to red, and when it gets into red, that's when you hit the opposite shoulder button. So you're holding the one button to slide, and then you hit the opposite button to like get a boost, and then you get 3 boosts in a row.
I don't remember the green. You're saying like your engine in the back is turning green?
No, so the engine kind of puts out smoke.
Yeah.
But then there's also a meter in the bottom right.
Oh, okay.
That goes from like green to red.
Sure.
As it's powering up.
I think that's new.
No, that was in there.
They had the meter in the old one too?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't use it.
Well, it's one of the things where you just learn the timing of it.
Yeah,
because it is hard to like keep your eye down there. You know, it's way down at the bottom of the screen. Especially I think it's especially harder in the remake because it's 16:9, whereas like 4:3 everything's a lot more in your field of vision.
Fair point. One of my favorite levels, Blood, is this Aztec Temple where it's 90-degree turns all the way up a temple, and you can do one power slide the whole way up, just spinning up and then boosting off the top.
Nice.
It does. It's hard to explain how good it feels to charge up a full boost and like let it go.
Yeah. The other thing that I doubt Mario Kart actively stole it, but Mario Kart got there like 8 or 10 years later, is the being able to boost off of a jump, like basically jumping at the height of a jump.
Yeah, that's another thing that just feels good, right?
Mario Kart does the little tricks, right?
Yeah.
Crash, they don't really do that much, but you get a boost when you land, and they kind of do like a little bit of a wheelie to indicate that you're getting that boost.
One question I had for you, they advertised having different carts. Did you select carts, or was everyone in the same cart? Did everybody have different carts but the same attributes?
As far as I could tell, there wasn't any difference in how the cart's controlled.
Okay.
They did have, I want to say, like 7 characters there that were available. So they had Crash and Coco and Dingo Dial and Tiny Tiger. And the funny thing is, the Tiny Tiger is this huge monstrosity, and then there is a tiny tiger named Pura.
Yep.
And then there's a little polar bear, and then there's a scientist guy that I forget his name of, and then there's Neocortex.
Engine then maybe?
I think it's Engine, the guy with the like bomb in his head or whatever.
Yeah.
The other thing I think is really cool that is pretty unique to CTR is your power-ups get juiced up when you get like 10 of the Wampa fruit.
Yeah.
So you'll see Wampa fruit like lying on the track, but you also see the boxes that are not the same as the weapon boxes.
Yeah.
And when you get 10, then any one of your power-ups gets juiced up to a more powerful form.
Like a shield. Like the shield becomes really strong. The rockets, I think, do they just shoot more? I can't remember what a power-up...
Yeah, I don't remember what I know that there's like the single rocket and then a triple rocket. I'm not sure if the juiced up actually makes a triple rocket.
Sure. Easiest comparison is the TNT card.
Yeah.
The TNT box turns into nitro, which explodes immediately.
Yeah, whereas a normal TNT box, it goes on your head and you have time to shake it off before it explodes.
Yeah.
There is like a blue shell type of thing. There's just like a blue orb.
Yeah, like electricity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things I think is different when it gets juiced up is there's the mask that kind of circles around to shield you from attacks.
Yeah.
When that gets juiced up, it turns into like a darker version of the mask that I think you can also like hit other characters with. You can just drive into them, plow into them. The potion bottle is the one that I didn't quite get what exactly it does.
You drop it behind you, right?
Yeah, it's a drop like the TNT box, but it's green normal and then it's red when it's juiced up, and I think when it's juiced up it like has additional effects.
I think you can compare it to a banana.
Okay.
In its effectiveness, right? Like you drop it behind you and just go, oh, come on. Yeah.
Yeah. And then what else? I
think you can also throw the...
Yeah, so missiles are basically your red shell, and bombs are basically your green shell. It's like the way I would compare them.
Sure, yeah.
Because bombs just kind of go wherever you shoot them, whereas the missile's going to track onto an enemy.
Yeah.
But,
it's all there.
Yeah, it's all there. There's also a stopwatch that like slows people that are close by. Like there's like a radius that comes out. It was I only saw it like once in the remake footage when I was going back through it. Basically, I played all 3 of the tracks twice in single player, and then I did like 2 split screen matches.
How'd you do?
I did pretty well. It took me a while. The Polar Pass was the hardest one, and so like I kept like doing salty runbacks on that. And then like after I'd done that like 3 times, like I should get more footage of the other 2 tracks.
Fair enough, yeah.
And then, then I played some of the devs, and like it's one of those things where like I was struggling in single player, but then the pressure's on, so I'm like, all right, I got to do really good. And part of it, I'm sure, just got lucky.
Sure. I mean, that's part of it, like the items you get. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, also another fun random fact: the other people that were in the preview session with me was the actor that played Connor in Detroit Become Human.
That's crazy.
And his girlfriend, who I think was also in Detroit. Whoa. So I guess they stream together and stuff. So. Oh,
really? Like they're in the... That's really cool, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't play with them, it's like, because they were only doing 2-player split screen. So
they were just like over there.
Yeah.
Cool.
And we got brought up into the room together or whatever at the same time.
It's fun, dude.
Yeah.
When's it come out?
It comes out end of June. And I've pretty much like every platform. I didn't get the exact list, but I don't think there's anything that's left out.
Cool.
And then I'm looking forward to playing that. easy living time.
Yeah, me too, dude. I love that game.
Yeah. Especially like, dude, going through adventure mode and kind of passing the controller around and like see if we get stuck on a boss or something and
we
see
could
who
do
can
a
beat
full
it.
playthrough. It's not too long.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Fun times. Looking forward to it.